Hey guys, what's up? Well, it's unboxing time. Mail came in today. Got some stuff in. One of these adapters, not really important. Also got my Boafeng charging cable with CD, which is actually absolutely useless as far as my CD-ROM goes for my Mac, because it doesn't use mini CDs. However, it may come in handy for our other CD player we have. But we're going to use Chirp. That's a programmer cable for Boafeng and most other radios. And I got one in yellow, and I also got one in blue. I believe it is. Yeah, I believe the other one is blue. Anyways, so my wife and I each got one of these things. We've joined up with the Amateur Radio Club, and we're going to get our licenses for ham radio. And the only way I could see pushing myself hard enough, there's the antenna, to get my license would be to get a couple of these radios to start with. And, you know, they're going to sit here and I'm going to listen in on them, and that's it. You can't key up these things unless you actually have an amateur radio license. And otherwise you can get in a lot of trouble. Unless it's an actual dire emergency, then you could actually apparently use these in an emergency only situation. However, that is unlikely to happen, but you never know. But anyway, so you get the radio, and they got different colors. I wanted yellow, something different, and I can see it. I got mine with the US power supply plug, which is standard for Canada as well, but they still give you the adapter anyhow. You do get a manual with this thing, and just take a quick little peek at it. Oh, it looks like they've got it in English pretty good. Yeah, the English is actually really good on this. Awesome. Little hands-free set. I'm actually going to buy the microphone and use that because I don't like having earbuds in my head. You do get a belt clip that you have to attach, and looks to be, yep, the screws are already in here, so you just take out these two screws and pop in your belt clip, and away you go. To remove the battery, just push down on the little black button and slide her back, and voila, there's your battery. Very lightweight, very small too. A lot smaller than it looked like. Now this is a 5-watt version. They do have these in an 8-watt as well. And these use the UHF and VHF bands. It says on the back dual band FM transceiver. So you got from 136 to 174 megahertz and 400 to 520 megahertz. And so covers quite the wide range. That's alright. Turn her on.
Frequency mode.
It's in English already, and it's already on the lower band. I'm going to have to figure out how to use this sucker. Oh, okay. Press A and you go up to VHF. Press it again, which is B, which is the bottom. So A and B switch that. Like I said, I'm not pushing the talk button on this thing, only because it's not legal to do that without an amateur radio license. So I don't have to worry about temptation, at least. It looks like the battery's fully charged up too, but I'm still going to put it on there anyways and make sure it's peaked. I'm going to have to program this for all the US and Canada ham frequencies, and once I've got that done, rock and roll. Then it's just a matter of continuing on with the study material that we were given, and when we're ready, we're going to write our exam for our amateur radio license. And in the meantime, I'm also going to order in a more powerful antenna for each one of our radios. My wife has one too. And this will be a good starting radio. Now, I did talk to the one guy there at the ham club, and even he said, you know, like in the city, the Boafengs usually aren't the best as far as range goes, but you know, you can get some interference here and there. But in the country where I am, oh yeah, we're going to have great clarity, lots of good range out of it, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So there's how it sits in the charger base. So I'm just gonna smack that down here and plug it in. And I just gotta find a place here. And red light is lit, so I'm assuming it'll either go out or go green when it's charged. Anyways, so yeah, if you want to program these things the easy way, that's what you buy this USB cable for. It just hooks into where you'd plug in like your headset or external microphone speaker jobby, and right into your computer. Best program and easiest to work with apparently is one called Chirp. And so I'm going to download Chirp and get this thing set up as soon as I can. Like I said, for all the US and Canada frequencies, because apparently the frequencies that come pre-programmed in this, they're not to be used, a lot of them. So it's like, okay, well, whatever, we'll just deal with it and we'll program it properly. And there is a repeater tower actually not that far from my house, which is actually pretty cool too. So hey, we're good to rock there. It does have a built-in flashlight as well. If you look up the Boafeng, this is which model is this one again? I believe these were the okay. This is the UV-5RAs is what these ones are. And like I said, very small. It looks like it's built pretty good though. You know, as far as fit and finish goes, it looks really good. You know, the buttons are nice, so can't complain there any. Little number pad. There's a lot of videos to watch about how to manually program this as well. I also want to program in the weather stations too. Oh yeah, it does have a dual light. It flashes green, red. So obviously it will go green, I guess, when it's charged. So put that back on the charger. But yeah, so I want to get the weather station programmed into that, which I'm pretty sure I can do that manually in like 2 seconds. And I'll have that all set up, and then I can see how well it works actually in the house. Because right now I've got a GMRS radio that works better outside away from the house, or if it's inside the house I actually have to touch the antenna onto my bed frame to listen to the weather. But then I've got my scanner radio, which has like an antenna this long, but I ordered a 4-footer for it. It sits on my desk in my room and it picks up fine. So it's got more availability to draw in radio waves. Either way, we'll see how this thing does for listening to the weather station and whatever else I can program into this thing that I'm allowed to, and continue on from there. So that was $20 US, by the way, for that. So it's about $25, $26 Canadian, and there was shipping on that as well. I got them from Light in the Box. I was actually going to consider going back to Banggood, but turned out Light in the Box was like massive amounts cheaper than Banggood was, so it was like, well, Light in the Box can get my money. Same with the extended antennas. I'll probably order them from Light in the Box, and some other little features that I want for little toys for it. A couple extra spare batteries for each of our radios. I'll get those ordered in as well. I don't know where I'm going to order those from, but we'll see. But we're going to start with these, and if we do get the bug and get really attached, then we'll definitely upgrade the radios to better quality radios later on. So, and that's just how we're going to do things, you know. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. It is a really neat little radio. It's pretty cool. After it's charged, I guess I'll put the belt clip on it, and that'll be complete. And once I get in a couple things programmed, then that we can listen in on, I'll do a video and we'll just scan through the frequencies that I've programmed in for listening to, and show you what it's like even just sitting in this room, if it works well or not. I'll find out before I do that video. If not, we'll move around the house and see where it works best. It is a very short antenna on there. The antenna I'm going to get is like, you know, really long, and it's flexible, so, you know, I don't want a telescopic antenna. They do actually have kits too you can buy for your car. So you can, put the push talk mic on and then put the car kit antenna on this magnetic mount, and kind of have like a little mobile system at that point, which kind of works. And they even have battery eliminator things where you pull the battery out and throw it into your cigarette lighter to power the radio. You can do that too. But I imagine at 7.4 volts, this thing's going to run for a long time before needing to be recharged. So there you go. Anyways, thanks for watching, and hey, we'll catch you on the next video. Ciao for now.